subscribe. Hey lovelies, it's Imogen aka missimoinsane and welcome to my video. So today I'm going to do a tutorial on how I made this adorable bat bow. And I wanted to make multiple ones and I figured like I would do one to show you and then I will show you how I did it. So this is how we're going to do it. So first of all, I bought some leather squares and these are 15cm leather squares. I won them I think on eBay, but I know that they sell them as well if you contact them. So I will put their information in the link below, and they always have like offcuts of different coloured leathers. So this was 15cm by 15cm approximately, and on the back it's kind of like this suede type feel, which raw leather on the back or what have you, and on the front it's what you expect leather to look like. Well, I don't know why I did that, it is leather. So I took one of the squares and I got 5 and I literally folded it in half and I cut it, so I got this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I made my previous bow using this piece. So first of all, I took my ruler, and this is just a Tim Holtz ruler, and you want to make sure that you, I mean it's not perfect, I shouldn't really use this grid, I want to have maybe about that much, and then I want to use my knife and I want to cut that off. And I am working on a glass chopping board, so you want to make sure that you work on some kind of protected surface. I don't know why it's a chopping board because it's clearly a glass craft mat. Okay, so we've got that, and then we need our scissors and some chalk in a colour that will show up. So, or a pencil, anything that will show up on this material. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half, and we are going to mark down from the centre to the corner. I'm hoping you can see this alright. So you want to go not quite an inch down, and you want to take that out to that top corner. Is that what we're doing? And then, yes it is. And then you also want to bring this in, and then you will create like a rhombus shape. So you want to cut out this shape and making sure that both your pieces are together. We are going to start cutting. And you can always do this on felt or something, if you didn't want to use leather, or if you didn't want to risk ruining leather, because it can be quite expensive when you're first trying out this. So you end up with this shape. Then we're going to fold it back together again, and we're going to draw out our back wing points. So I don't want to kind of go that far out. Can't even hold onto the chalk. And again, and one more. So the great thing about this is being chalk, you can kind of decide. So there, I'm going to do 3 points, kind of like that. And then we're going to cut that out as well. I'm making sure both sides are together and roughly following the lines that I just drew with the chalk. Making sure these are together at the top. And then cut it up to that top corner, like so. So you have this, and then open that out. See how you feel about it. I'm happy with how that's looking. So then what we want to do is literally you will be concertinaing this to, you want to fold it a little bit in at the bottom and then in to make a dimple, and then again there, and then again there, and then at the top, and see how that looks. So, oh, I'm not particularly happy with how what's happened there. And you can neaten up the edges as well. what am I doing now? Right, so we want to fold it in a little bit at the bottom, and so you got that rough edge underneath, and then you want to fold it up, 1 to make a crease, 2 to make a crease, 3, and then this top bit wants to fold back. So again, 1, I'm struggling to do this on camera, and then in, and then in, and then out, and then I'm sitting awkwardly and we shake it all about, and then we don't do the okie dokie because we're not 5. So, and that's how that looks. So then what we're going to do is we're going to glue it. So we want to, first of all, we want to glue a bit on the bottom. So we want to, don't know what my glue gun's up to these days. So we first of all want to glue that bottom edge, and we want to turn that bottom edge in on itself. You gotta be really careful because obviously hot glues are hot, and if you're anything like me, you're really good at burning yourself. So we've folded that bottom edge in, and I'm hoping you can see this. And then, so we've got that tuck now. So then you want to do the inverted tuck, like so. And then you want to put some hot glue in there, she says, like so, and then hold it. And of course you could sew this if you didn't have hot glue. You just literally concertina it like I showed you before, and then you get a really good leather needle and you will push it up through. And leather's quite hard to sew, and that's why I'm doing it with hot glue, but it definitely holds, so it's fine by me. Okay, and then we want to do the inverted again. Oh, the inverted, I don't know, I've confused myself. So my hot glue gun is being problematic. There we go. It's requiring 2 hands. So then we want to make sure we do the elbow, like so, and make sure that we hold it. And if it helps, we can position it like this, so that we know we've definitely got the right bit. Then we want to do this bit here. She says, what's wrong with this glue gun? So, it doesn't matter if any glue is showing in this little center part here, because we're going to cover that up. That's what that little strip is about. And last but not least, we want to make sure that we've got some glue on this top bit here. I don't know why I'm having to force the glue to come out by pushing the glue sticks, but you know. So, and then you just want to fold that back in on itself. And I'm using my nails to do that, so that I don't burn myself. So then you've got this kind of a thing, and you can see how your bow is taking shape, and in some places it's taking a bit better of a shape than others. And then you want to take your strip that you cut off before, and find where I put it. Oh, there it is, hiding under the scissors. And you want to see how that would look in the center. It's hard to show you because I'm trying to do black on black. There you go, see what that would look like. And then all you're going to do is you're going to put some glue in the center at the back. You would then put your fancy edge down, well, your fancy edge, you would put the this piece of edge leather down. You will then put make sure that it will go exactly where you want it on the bottom, and that everything is as you like it. And then you run some hot glue just down, she says, just down the center of this part of the bow, and then wrap it round like so. And you want to make sure that it's taut as you need it to be, and that it's glued down where it needs to be. And then obviously on the back you need to glue it a little bit more. Make sure that that's really going to be held down and secure. Just using my nail to take off some of that hot glue while it's still hot. And then take your scissors and trim off that extra piece there. And then that's it. That's the finished bat bow. And then you can glue that onto a headband or onto a bobble or whatever kind of bat bow decor you need. It can be a pin, hairpin, like a badge. You could turn it into a, if you wanted, before sealing this or after, but like before, you could have created a bit of an extra loop. You glue it a little bit further at the top and then leave this bit a bit longer. You could create a loop, so you could put some elastic through it, so you could create a planner band, or you could create all sorts of things, a bow tie, headband, all sorts of things that way. Just to finish it off, you can take a lighter and just go around the edges where like the material is obviously on the back, it's frayed, where it's been cut. Being careful not to completely melt the leather or burn it or yourself, or indeed melting the glue. But yeah, so there you go. So these are my finished bat bows. I'm sorry, I still have glue on my fingers, so... And then what you can do is you can attach them to various different things, as I mentioned before. So I am going to fix mine and then I'll show you some pictures of what I did.